ladies, I don't know. I think I'm getting this really... Oh, man. I don't know. I think I'm getting some sort of weird delay again. Well, hey, ladies. It is good to be back. My voice is still not altogether there, but it is a lot better than it was yesterday. That is for sure, and the day before that. So, it'll be alright. I'm looking for comments. Here they are. Turn my voice down. Anyway, it is so good to, I don't know. I think maybe it's okay. I was afraid there for a second it was kind of doing that delay thing it does. Anyway, I thought I'd hop on and posted earlier. Hey Cheryl, I posted earlier I was going to get on after the Cowboy game. I might as well have just gone on during the Cowboy game. Oh, Lord have mercy. Went into overtime and they didn't even win. Big boogers. Oh well, it's okay. I was crafting through it, so it'll be alright. There's always next time, I guess. I am, but please forgive my voice. I sound worse than I am. I really am a lot better than I have been the last couple of days. But anyway, I wanted to do these hinge tags. That is the Tag Tuesday event. And look what I made. Look at this, Cheryl. They're so cute. They hinge like this. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? Little hinges there and there. Hey Zoe, hey Angela. And this is what I came up with. It took me a minute, to kind of figure out, well, am I going to put the hinge on the left, on the right? And I'll show y'all. I wanted I used 4 tags on the prototype. Yes, I am feeling a little better. I don't sound, 100%, but it's a lot better than it was. But I wanted I used 4 tags. They're 4 different sizes. Hey, Linda. Oh, I thought you were going to do better. Oh, are you sick too, Angela? I'm so sorry. I don't know. It's this cold thing. But I used 4 different sizes. I'm using the Autumn Wonders, the LineDotArrow Autumn Wonders kit. So these tags are beautiful all as they are. But I did embellish a little bit on them. But she has like the small, medium, the different sizes of tags. So I used kind of one of each. And I embellished this one. And then you'll flip it. And I went ahead and embellished the back. And then this tag is pretty all by itself with the owl on it. So I didn't do a thing to it. Hey, Yaffa. So good to see you. And I put the tag toppers on there. And I used my crocodile. Thank you, Tabitha. And then we'll open that hinge again. This is the back of this tag. I loved the way this turned out with the little. I fussy cut the little rabbit or hare or whatever that is. I don't know. It's kind of it's a woodland rabbit, that's for sure. And but because of the way I did these, I went ahead and embellished the front and the back. I did the front and back of this one, and well, I didn't on this one because you don't ever see it, but I put some pretty paper back here. But when you open it up, you see back, front, depending on how you want yours to sit. Well, I have to do these hinge tags, Jaffa. It is important. It's for our event. And hey, Mandy, it is for the event, and I wanted to do that. But these hinges I made using fabric strips. You can hinge your tags with washi tape, with paper, with fabric scraps, with lace. There's all sorts of ways to hinge them. But I had this fabric that Linda had given me that had woodland animals on it. It had a deer and like a woodsy background in it. And I don't know what I did with the rest of that fabric. Here it is. You see how pretty it is? Perfect for the thing I had going on. So I tore a strip of that and made my hinges. So if you're depending on how many tags you'll have, will depend on how many hinges you're going to need. I had 4 tags, so I needed 3 hinges. So I needed 6 strips of something to make my hinges. You can make your hinges out of paper like I said, you could even use washi tape. If you're going to use washi tape, I would do front and back, because you know it'll be sticky. So you're going to put your washi here and on the back side here. But see, like, this doesn't have any hinge attached. I put all the hinges on this one side. And then I decorated this tag. See how pretty her tags are? It came with this woodsy deer, and I just put a strip of like a little cluster on here. Hey, sis. And look at my little tiny Rolodex card. Isn't it the cutest thing ever? Oh my gosh, I love them. Tabitha sent these to me. Where are they? Here they are. My desk is a mess. She sent me some that are coffee stained, which she is a pro at this. Look, she even has like red, kind of pink tints to her coffee stain. And then she sent me the white ones too, that I can do with what I want. And hey, Patty, good to see you, hon. Hope you're feeling better. But you know, they're both the same. Just one is coffee stained and one is not. Anyway, I used the coffee stained one here with some of that fabric and a little number on it. Excuse my voice, guys. I sound horrible. I know I do. But anyway, because I didn't embellish the backs until I put the hinges on. And then when I put the hinges on, I thought, well, you know, the backs are pretty with the paper, but I don't know, it needed something. So I went in and put the Rolodex card on here, made a little pocket out of it, and put a little cluster here using the word. I got this, I guess this is German, maybe. I don't know. It's really extra cool, and I got it from Soul by Michelle. But Tabitha is going to have these cute Rolodex cards in her shop really soon. And then she also, look at this little sack. Isn't it the cutest thing? Oh my gosh, I'm in love. She made this out of like a hymnal paper. And but anyway, she'll have all that in her shop. But the main thing tonight is the hinge tags. I went in and I put the eyelets on using my crocodile, but you don't need a crocodile. I did tag toppers a long time before I ever got a crocodile. So if you don't have one, you just punch a hole and keep going. But I wanted my tags to face frontwards, so it's kind of like an accordion, you know. And because I wanted them to face frontwards, I put the hinge here on the left of it's going to be on the left back of the front, the left front of the second one, the left front of the second one, the left back of the third one, and then so on and so forth. And I'm hoping that makes sense. I'll show you on the one I'm going to make. Maybe that'll help. I thought about the best way to explain this. It's a lot easier than I'm explaining. Let me put it that way. So let's set this aside. And I'm still going to continue to work with the Autumn Wonders because I'm just having fun with this kit. I didn't want to keep y'all all night to listen to my horrible voice, but I'm going to use, so I did embellish some of these tags before we came on. I did the back. I want this one to be on front because, oh my gosh, look at these mushrooms. This is such a pretty, it's a tag, part of that Autumn Wonders kit. And because I know that the back of the first tag is going to show, I went ahead and embellished the back of the front card. I'm not going to embellish the front of the first card tag because I like it. I like it just like it is. It comes coffee stained like this with this script. I just love it. So depending on what you're using, if they're all plain, you may want to embellish, or if you're using some pre-made tags like these are, you know, you may or may not want to embellish. But this will be my first tag, and I want it to sit face up. And then this is going to be, let me put that aside. This is going to be my second tag, and these are all the same size. This time, for what I was going to do tonight with y'all, I chose to go a little easier and do the same size. So here's my 3 tags, and I want them all to sit like this. I want this to be my top one, this one to be, look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, and then I embellished the back, made that, put, you know, I don't know, just put some some of her pages on there, some cheesecloth, some music paper, and I embellished the back of both of these. But this is going to be my top tag, this will be my second tag, and this will be the third tag. And I did put pretty paper that's part of her kit on the back of that. I inked around them, and I'll embellish this one. I'll embellish the top of this one. This one I'm going to leave alone, and I did do the back, so we don't have to worry about that one. I think the best way to start, I did the hinges last on this one. On this one here, I did the hinges last. And I was working around the hinges when I went to embellish. And as you can see, the hinges on top of some of the embellishment. I don't think it really matters, but I'm thinking this time I'm going to start with my hinges first. And I got this fabric that Linda, thank you, sent me. And so I want to use that. And I want to, I guess maybe, not quite an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Well, yeah, I guess that's about an inch. I'm going to do about an inch of fabric there. And that'll be my first hinges. Well, let me get this right. Then I can cut it. And this will be the first 2 strips for my hinges. And then I'll do, let me see here. I'll do 2 more. And that's all I'll need on this one is 4 strips on because I only have 3 tags on this one. So that needs to be a little straighter. So I've got my little strips, and I'm going to make my hinges, and then I'll embellish, and I think it's going to come out better that way. Get the fabric straight. Good Lord, Stacy. All right. So the best way that I found to do it is to lay them down facing each other and decide, how do you want to do it? Do you want your tags all to end up front ways, or do you care? You know, that's where you need to decide. If you're decorating front and back like I did, I don't think it really matters. But if you're only decorating the fronts, then you probably, want to consider. But the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do it on my, this is going to be, let me look again before I mess this up. Okay, this is going to open like this, and this tag will go like that. Does that make sense? This is on top. This is the second one, and it's going to hinge like that. And then this one is going to hinge like that. Does that make sense? Tell me if it doesn't. I'm using Fabri-Tac. Hey, Mandy. Hey, Cheryl. And I'm going to go ahead and put my my hinges on the fronts here. And I'm putting a little bit of glue there. I'm using Fabri-Tac because I'm using fabric, but art glitter will work just fine. And I love the little ruffy, the way when I tore my fabric. I personally love that look. The more strings, the better for me. So, and you want to keep your cards about that far apart. Do you see my fingers? You want to keep your cards about that far apart. Maybe about 1/8 of an inch apart. To do your hinges. And I'm going to cut off just a little bit more of my fabric, because I'm trying to show as much of the word bingo as I can. Because I've already, that's what I'm saying. Do your hinges before you start embellishing. I think that's the better way. But I embellished this before we came on, so. But you can always work around whatever it is. It's not that big of a deal. And again, you can use anything you want to make your hinges. I saw a video, I think it was Scrapbooking with Eve, that did the hinge tags, and she did them with folded paper. you know. So there's all kinds of ways to do it. I need to get this straighter. Yeah. Alright. Then put a little glue here. This fabric is not cut right. Okay. And we'll put these down. That's fine just like that. I'm happy with that. And I think this fabric, because it matches the whole green and whatnot of the paper, you know, it just kind of adds to the accent, you know, to me. So there we are. So my first tags are hinged. Yeah, it's a very fun project, sis. It really is. I watched Nathalie from LineDotArrow had a hinged tag video, and I watched it and got some inspiration from her too. So y'all might want to check her out. I'm going to cut this fabric a little better. And I'm going to hinge here and here. Am I? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So let me get this straight. And again, I'm on top of my little embellishment over here, but I'm not gonna get on top of my butterfly. So, and I like the little roughy cut of the fabrics. Personally, I love a vintage look. So, shoot fire. The main thing is to make sure you're getting them lined up, you know. And then I think I'll find decorating this one here is going to be a lot easier to do. This fabric seems good. It's going to be a lot easier to do because I've already put the hinges on, as opposed to working around the hinges, you know. Oh, my cats are running around like crazy. I don't know if y'all can hear them. They've been quiet all day, even through the Cowboy game. The second I turn on the camera, here they go. Alright. Hey, Tabitha. Oh, thank you. Okay, this kit, I'll send you, I'll put the link in. Hey, Tabitha, could you put the link in for Autumn Wonders kit? Could you put it in the comments for me, pretty please? I'll get Tabitha to do that for me. She's my Vanna White. Turn the letter, my love. So, this is how they go. So, this is the front, and that's the front. And see how they, well, let me get the camera shot. See how they hinge? And it's that simple. But you can choose to hinge yours on the other side. You can choose to fold yours like this. It can change, you know. You don't have to necessarily hinge them the way I'm doing. Of course, if you put hinges over here on this side, you know, that's going to make everything fold this way, you know, to the left. So you're really going to want to always start on the right side of your first tag. Thank you so much, Tabitha. She's so awesome. And yeah, this kit, this Autumn Wonders, is gorgeous. It is so pretty. But this is how I wanted to do it. More of a, what they call a concertina fold Well, that may not be how they pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. And so let's embellish this one. And what I wanted to do is use some of that beautiful fabric that Linda gave me. See how pretty it is? And it really matches this really nice. And I wanted to do a cluster on it with that, not the green one. This orange. Look how pretty that is on that. And then here is a little label that came with the kit. Has a little deer on it. And I wanted to do something like that. And then on the bottom, that's going up there. And then on the bottom, here's another little label that has a bird. And I wanted to put that at the bottom, but I got this gorgeous seam binding. Thank you so much, Tabitha. I got this, oh, look at this copper seam binding. Isn't it gorgeous? And I want to put that on here at the bottom and have the bird label on top of it. So let me put down some glue. And I'm using Fabri-Tac again because it's out. There you go, Patty. I think she's putting it out there. Yeah, she did. If you're interested in getting that kit. But you guys can work with any papers that you have. You know what I mean? You don't have to have the Autumn Wonders, which Autumn Wonders kit is awesome. But you can work with whatever papers you have. You know, I wasn't getting on here tonight to go, oh, do this, do that. Only wanted to give y'all a tutorial on the hinge tags, you know. Been wanting to get on here for 2 days, but, oh my Lord. I couldn't even talk 2 days ago. And I need to shoot my collab video, but I've not been able to do that because I've been too sick. But I'll probably get it done by tomorrow. And so I'm going to put the little birdie there, the little bird label there. And then I'm going to tear off some of this fabric and get it really nice and stringy. Love it that way. This is really great fabric, Linda. Thank you. Look how pretty that is on there. And then I've already inked the little labels and butterfly and stuff. So why don't we put that there? No, I don't think I have COVID, honey. I don't think so anyway. I haven't done a COVID test, but I don't know. Don't say that. Don't say that. Take it back. Take it back. Here we go. That's pretty, huh? And then we'll glue this down and this will be embellished. I tried to plan this so I wouldn't be on here a long time with y'all. Personally, I don't know. Maybe it's a pet peeve of mine, but it drives me nuts watching videos with people going and hunting for things. It's like, you know, put a little forethought into it. Okay. There we go. I love that. See, that's really pretty. And I think it is. Oh, I'm fine. Really. Linda, you are amazing. Okay. Then we're going to embellish this one. And this one, I'm going to use the little tiny Rolodex. And I put a little mushroom I had on there and a part of the label. And I thought this little paper clip looked so cute on there. And I'm leaving it. I'm leaving her on there. And I want to ink up this corrugated cardboard, and I flattened it. I sat there and I flattened it instead of it being all extra bumpity. I thought, no, I'm going to flatten it, and so that my tags sit. I mean, it's still going to be bumpy, you know, but that looks nice. I'm not going to add. I was going to add some green to it, But we'll just leave it like that. Excuse me. But I thought this paperclip looked extra cool on here. It's green. There are some pretty greens in this tag I'm using in all the papers. So I thought, you know what? Why not? I really thought it was a cool idea. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I flattened down this corrugated cardboard so it wouldn't be too much on the tag, you know, too bumpy, too much bulk. But I just always embellish things to the point where it's they're all bumpy, but it's all right. I like it. I don't know, how do you can butter? I've never heard of such a thing. I want some. I want some. Sounds good to me. My grandmother used to make like apple butter. It's LineDotArrow, Patty. When the live is over, honey, I will send you. I will walk you through it. How about that? Is that okay? All right, and I made this little tag with that fabric, that deer fabric that Linda sent me, and a little date, birth, little number thing on there. And I like the way this tag looks too. I like it. And then I decorated the back, which you really can't see it, but you know. And I didn't think this paper's so pretty, but I might go back and embellish that. And what were you thinking, sweetie? Oh, thank you so much, Julie. All right, I get to play with my crocodile. Woohoo! I'm cropping and dialing everything, man. Thank you, Tabitha. All right, here's my grommets. I'm ordering more grommets. Right now I have these antique-like ones here. But they match everything, you know. Look at them. My hands are a mess. They match everything, see? They're pretty. Okay. So, let me find my hole I want to use. I'm learning to use this thing. See, I get quiet. But it punches the hole. And then I'll set my grommets. Oh my gosh. I'm just having a hee-ho time with this thing. It's like, how did you have life without it? I don't know. And I never want to find out. I never want to go back. Oh, and my son bought me, oh my gosh, I got to show y'all. My son sent this to me for a gift. He bought me a guillotine, guys. Oh my goodness. I mean, you talk about one blessed woman. That is me. There we go. There's my holes. Here, look. Look at this. I have this, it's an 8.5-inch guillotine. Isn't it fun? Oh my gosh, my son sent that to me. And guys, I'm going to tell you what. God is something else. If y'all knew my situation, it's been a while since my son and I have had like this relationship where we talk and stuff. I swear, I cannot tell you how good God is to me. Oh my gosh, he's called me like, I don't know how many times, Tabitha, 3 or 4 in the last week. Oh my gosh. See, I'm setting my grommets. I like the pretty side on the front. Anyway, he is called just to talk. And he was like, Mama, I want to send you something. I'm like, no, son, don't do that. And he's like, yeah, I want to. Tell me what I can send you. So I was like, well, since you insist, I want a guillotine. And Amazon had a 15-inch guillotine on sale for $17, but apparently it was a lightning deal, and you only got it for a few hours that day. Oh, my goodness, Stacy. Oh, I think I said it wrong. Let me go. Oh, look what I did, Tabitha. See, I'm new with this crocodile thing. Something got stuck. What did I do, Tab? Oh, my goodness. Oh, there we go. There we go. Crisis averted. I was like, Tabitha, help me. I know. Pull. I know. Oh, my goodness. Lord Jesus. Oh, man. Y'all, I'm telling you, it is scary to be in my head. I'm telling you. Okay. I want to use this beautiful copper on... Quit laughing, Tabitha. I know she's laughing at me. Oh, my God. Anyway. I want to put this copper... Sorry, guys. I cracked myself up. I swear. Oh, my goodness. This is why I have to ask myself every day, whose life am I living? Oh, my gosh. My life is too good. I'm telling you. All right. So anyway, I'm putting my little beautiful copper seam binding in here. And then we're going to have these tags completed. We've already got the hinges on. I might cut that. I might not. I don't know. I think I'm going to use... Excuse me. I think I want to use green on this one. And just so happen to have some green seam binding. I think I bought every color she offers. Alright. Won't green look pretty in here? Okay. And then I use my little pokey tool. I know. I'm telling you, I'm a nut. I was talking to Nathalie today, and I called myself a goober, and she's from the Netherlands, and she's like, what's a goober? I'm like, oh boy. Chocolate-covered peanut, but try to explain that to somebody that doesn't know English very well. God love her. She goes, so you mean you're an M&M? I'm like, yeah, that's right, I'm an M&M. Yep. Sounds so much better when you say it your way. Okay. So we're putting our pretty green seam binding in here. But yeah, I'm the biggest goober you know. My life is interesting, that's for sure. Okay, see how pretty that is? And look how pretty that copper is on that paper. Oh my gosh. I love it. And then I have the taupe. This seam binding here, and that'll look gorgeous in there. This is all the new seam binding I got from Tabitha. I posted all that. And then oh my gosh, my order from Sold by Michelle was amazing too. Okay. And then Zoe sent me these precious little things that I'm going to use in my tiny envelopes and my little tiny Rolodex cards. I'm going to do all things tiny, I think, these days. Okay. Now, let's see. Alright. That's my back one. That's my second one. And that's my front one. And I think I need to trim up my seam bindings. Because that's kind of a lot going on right there. But see, it's so crinkly. It's awesome. I like it. crinkly like that. Okay, I think it's, oh wait, come here, my hand's got glue all over it. Alright, and there we are, there's my hinge tags, and that's how easy it is. I did do some of the embellishing. Yeah, I know, the fabric is amazing. This fabric I got from Linda, and it is so pretty, and it's perfect because it really tears easily. It's nice cotton. And then, did you see this one, Tabitha, with the deer on it? I love it too. And that's what I used in these, in the hinges for these is the deer fabric. But that's it. And so I think, depending on, because like this is like the back, the front. So it, just however you want yours to, to end up. This has 4 tags. This one has 3. You could just do 2, you don't even have to do 3. But like this is actually the back, the quote-unquote back of the tag. But it doesn't matter. When you embellish the front and the back, they're both the fronts. You know what I mean? So, anyway, that is hinge tags. Again, I say, this is for that event, the hinge tags, tag time Thursday event. And if you haven't signed up, there's still time to do that. Just go to the events tab and find the tag time Thursday events, and put your name, and you'll get a partner for that. I'm going to go ahead and sign up, and my partner is going. Sorry, spoiler alert. You're gonna get one of these and another one I make. So that's the hinge tags. See how easy they are, and you can use your washi tape. You could use fabric. My only tip to you is put your hinges on before. This is, and of course you don't have to, because I didn't put my hinges on first here, and I think it looks just fine. But I think after doing it at one time, I like putting the hinges on first and then embellishing. So, but that's just Stacy's, way Stacy wants to do it from here on out. But there is no right or wrong way to do it. But you can use a washi tape, you can use lace, you can use fabric, you can use paper. Look at these little doilies. Wouldn't they make good hinges? They would make great hinges. I got these doilies from Sold by Michelle. They would make great hinges. Look how cute these are. They're all brownish. Oh, they're gorgeous. And I think they'd make great hinges. Look how pretty that would be if it was a hinge. Maybe do that and that, and then have that hanging over. Gosh, that would be pretty. Anyway, that's your hinge tags. That's all there is to it. And you'll make 2 hinge tags for your partners. That being the case, the more bumpy you make them, the more it's, the postman is going to say, give me more money. So, you might not want to use corrugated paper and get all real extra bumpy with it. Or do that and just know you're going to have to give the postman an extra stamp. I personally don't care, I like to. And my tip on the mailing is sandwich your stuff in between 2 pieces of cardboard. My postman does this to my envelope. He's feeling all over it. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to fool you. I put 2 pieces of cardboard, 2 pieces of cardstock on either side, and so now they're feeling, and they're like, oh. I'm like, yeah, not so bumpy anymore, is it? Big buggers. Anyway, that is that. Oh, my poor cowboy's lost. But anyway, that's okay. I'm gonna actually, I feel so good. I'm gonna keep crafting. I'll probably make some more hinge tags for my partner. I'm gonna go get signed up for the event. And I really love you guys. Thank y'all for your prayers. And I'll see you. I still need to do the slider card tutorial. I'll do that. I don't know. I might hop on tomorrow and do that, so we can get the slider card tutorial done. And that's a really fun event. And I'm gonna tell you what. I have an easy way to do the slider cards. You guys are going to be amazed. Your mind is going to be blown. Easy. You're going to love it. Thank you guys, and y'all have a great evening. Bye-bye.